Good morning, year two. How are you? I hope that you are all fine. Okay, today we are going to talk about your project. Okay, so this video I will show you what are you gonna make in your project, how you will do it, what are the marks you will get. Okay, so this will be the video according to your project idea. So your project will be talking about electrical circuit model. You will do me a model for the electrical circuit. First of all, I will let you refresh and I will let you remember with me what does it mean by electrical circuit, what was it, how we are going to do it, and then I will talk with you about your project, okay? Okay, so this was the electrical circuit. This is the ideal electrical circuit. This is the perfect, this is the correct electrical circuit. What was it? It was made from or of, it's supposed to be having a battery, which is the electrical source in the electrical circuit. Okay, so it must have a battery. Also, it must have a light bulb, which is the source of the light. You will tell me whether this bulb, it will light up or light will not light up. Okay. Also, the perfect or the ideal or the correct electrical circuit must have a wire for the electricity to flow in it or through it. And then it must have a switch to open it, switch on and switch off. I know the switch, it's not a must, but it's preferable to be there to turn it on and off to show me that the light bulb is working or no. So the correct and the perfect and ideal electrical circuit, it must have at least the three main things, which they are the battery, which is the electrical source, light bulb, which is the light source, a wire for the electricity to flow through it, and a switch. It's optional, but it's preferable to be there to switch on and switch off. Okay? Okay. Also, we have taken that this shape, it's in the art, and now we are in science and we are grown up and we are little scientists. We said that we are not going to draw the electrical circuit as this. I will not draw the battery like this. I will not draw the switch like this or the light bulb like this. No, I will give each thing a symbol. For example, this was the symbol for the battery. I will let you remember big dash, small dash, and then the big dash will take the plus and the small dash will take the minus. This is the symbol for the wire. It's just a dash. The symbol for the bulb, it was a circle, and then you're putting an X in this circle. This is the shape of the buzzer. Okay, and this is the symbol for the motor. It's a circle and having an M. This is the switch off. I told you that it's a circle and the hat is off and then a circle, and those two, they are for the wires. You must do it also. And this is the switch on. You will put the hat on, so the wires, they are connected. So it's a circle, wire, circle, and then the two wires there. So those are the symbols for the electrical circuit in science. What does the electrical circuit must have? Must have is the battery, the wire, and the bulb. It's preferable to be having a switch, and of course the switch will be on for the bulb to work, to light up. And if you want to turn it off, you will make the switch off to turn off the bulb or to let it not work. Does the circuit must have a buzzer? Of course, no. If you want to put a buzzer, okay. Does it have or must to have a motor? Of course, no. If you want to put a motor or a buzzer, it's okay, but it's not a must for the electrical circuit to work. Okay? So this is the electrical circuit, as we said before. This is, for example, in art or with the pictures, and this is for the symbols in science. This is the symbol for the battery, the big dash and the small dash plus and minus, and this are for the wires. Okay, it's just a dash. This is the switch, and of course it's on. Okay, so as the electrical circuit will work, if you want it not work, you will put this dash up. It will be the hat up, and this is the symbol for the lamp or for the bulb. Okay, what is your project? Your project that you're gonna bring a paper, just a white paper, okay, as this paper, as this slide, okay, you will get a paper and then you will draw on the paper the electrical circuit, the correct, perfect, ideal circuit, which must have what? Must have a battery, must have a wire, and must have a bulb. It's preferable to put the switch, of course, and the switch must be on. Okay? If is it available at your home that you are going to put real things, it will be perfect and good, and I will love it too much. How? For example, if you're having a real battery, after you have drawn your circuit on the paper, if you're having a real battery, so you will put or stick the real battery here. If you're having a real wire, also you will stick it on the paper after you have drawn it. And if you're having a small bulb, as you saw it in the lab, you will stick the bulb. And of course, if you're having a switch, you will put it here. So first of all, you will draw on a white paper, okay, the correct circuit, electrical circuit, and then if it is available at home, you can put the real things on what you have drawn in its correct place. Okay, so what are the steps again? You will draw the circuit on a paper. Number 2, if it is available, stick the real parts. Number 3, and this is important, label the parts. How can I know, for example, that this is the battery? When you write for me the battery, okay, I know that this is the symbol for the battery, but I must see that you have understood that this is the symbol for the battery, and this is the symbol for the wire, and this is for the bulb, and this is for the switch. So you must label your parts on your electrical circuit. Number 4, what are you gonna do? You will explain on the paper how the bulb will light up. How you're gonna explain? Just write for me that the battery is you will put the battery and then you will put the switch on and then the bulb will light up. Number 5, you will explain to me how the bulb will not light up. How? For example, if you turn the switch off. For example, if you don't have a battery. For example, if you don't have a wire or your wire is cut, that's why the bulb will not light up. Number 6, you will take pictures of what are you doing at home. From the beginning, you are going to draw the circuit, you will take picture. If is it available, you will stick the real parts. When you are labeling the parts, you will take pictures. You are going to explain to me while writing, also take pictures, and all of those you are taking pictures while you are doing your project to show me that you are understanding. I will give you marks on your understanding. So again, what are the steps in your project? What are you gonna do? You will bring a paper, a white paper, just draw the circuit on it. If it is available, stick the real parts. After you do this, you will label the parts. You will write, for example, the battery, the wire, the switch, the lamp, or the bulb. You will write above each picture, above each symbol, what it is. Number 4, you will explain to me on the paper how the bulb will light up, and explain to me how the bulb will not light up. If you don't want the bulb will not light up, if you don't want it to light up, what are you gonna do? You will, for example, cut the wire, you will remove the battery, you will remove the bulb itself, you will do anything, you will turn the switch off. This is like this, the bulb will not light up. And at last you are taking the pictures of every step you are doing. Okay, however, I am going to give you a mark: 5 out of 5, 3 out of 5, and 1 out of 5. How? First of all, about the submission date. What does it mean by this? If you give me the project on your due date, I will give you 5 out of 5. If you are going to give me your project one day after the due date, I will give you 3. If you are going to give me your project after 2 days from the due date, you will take 1. Okay? This is about the date. What about the content? About what are you doing in your project? If you label the parts correctly, if you wrote the battery in its place, the wire, the switch, the bulb, all of the things correctly, I will give you 5. Also, if you explain to me how the bulb is working and how the bulb will not work, I will give you 5. What about if you have being mistaken in one label? If you have didn't, you are not going to write all of the symbols. If you are not going to explain to me how the circuit will work, I will give you 3. What about if you did all of the things wrong? For example, if you label the wire in the battery's place and the switch in the bulb's place, I'm sorry to give you 1, and you didn't explain to me how the circuit is working. Okay, this is about the content. The third thing about the presentation, how the circuit, I told you the correct, the perfect, the ideal circuit must contain the battery, the wire, and the bulb, and it's preferable to be having a switch, right? What about, I will give you 3 how, if you are missing the main things. For example, if you missed the battery, if you missed the switch, if you missed the light bulb, if you missed the wire, you missed something, so you will take 3. If you didn't do anything correct, it doesn't contain the main things, the battery, the switch, the wire, and the light bulb, I'm sorry also to give you 1. Okay? The last thing, if you followed all what I'm saying to you in this video, so you will take 5. If you followed some of the steps, you will take 3. And if you didn't follow any steps, so you will take 1. I hope that you understood this video about how are you gonna do your project. Again, it's about electrical circuit model. Okay, if you're having any questions, just send it to me on your Google Classroom. I'm ready to answer it. Please don't start your project until you are asking me any questions you are having. Please don't start until your questions are answered. If you are distracted, if you are not getting the point, please ask me first and then make your project. Okay, thank you so much. I hope that you understood. I hope that all your project will be perfect, and I'm trusting this that all your projects will be perfect and you will get all the full marks.